Hi guys, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. Today I'm doing something a little different. We're not actually reviewing something. I put my content for this week up to a vote to my patrons, and the number one video that they wanted me to do was my biggest disappointments from 2021. So to me, that's biggest, most disappointing bottles that came out in 2021. Special releases, I mean, your standard stuff's never disappointing. It's just what it is. But when a special release comes out that you're excited for, you're expecting, you're, hoping is going to be great, and then it comes out and it's a little disconcerting. So, first on the list is Blood Oath 7. Wildly disappointed after 5 and 6. 5 and 6 were both interesting and good and something special. But 7 was a blend of a 14-year high rye bourbon, 2 8-year high rye bourbons, and then 1 8-year high rye bourbon that was finished in Sauterne casks. Why? Why was only one of the 4 bourbons in this whiskey finished? The finish is almost non-existent. And don't say, they were trying to be delicate with the finish and just give you nuance. No, bullcrap. That was trash. They put together 3 trash whiskey, 4th trash whiskeys, and put it out as a special release and expect us to pay $200 for it. It was trash. I gave my bottle away. I had a bottle, gave it away. Terrible. Excuse me, I need to wet my whistle. Second on the list is Little Book 5. Little Book 5 was... Little Book 3 was good. Little Book 3 was actually really great. 4, they added brown rice to, turned it into trash. 4 was awful. And then 5 was even worse. 5 was a blend of 2-year-old bourbon, a 3-year-old rye, a 5-year-old bourbon, and about this much 15-year-old bourbon. It came across young and just awful. It was nothing special. It tasted like a young bottom shelf crap whiskey. And you're putting this out as a special release? Like, this is our special release. Come check out our wonderful thing that we blended. Shut up and sit down. No, sorry. Miss. Epic miss. Okay, here's the problem I have. At least Buffalo Trace has the good sense to not put out a bourbon if it's trash. So Stag GTS 2021, not good enough. They didn't put it out. If you blend something and it's crap, just because you spent a bunch of money on it isn't a good reason to put out trash. Because now, seriously, I'm not excited for Blood Oath 8. I'm not excited for Little Book 6. What's going on, guys? Come on. I want to be excited. I want to be excited about your whiskey. Don't do this. Number 3, Basil Hayden Toasted. Now, I know a lot of people don't like regular Basil Hayden. I'm in that group too. But I hoped they were going to make it better. When you're going to come out with a new release of a whiskey that's not great, but it's decent. It's a decent starter whiskey. But if you're going to come out with a new version, make sure the new version is better. Better than the old one. Failed to do this. They added brown rice. Now, okay, what the fuck is up with Jim Beam Distillery adding brown rice to everything? It gets me heated. I get salty about it. It was hot trash mixed with hot garbage. Seriously, I poured that and sampled that bottle out to my patrons with the caveat of, do you want to taste how bad this is? And part of that bottle out, chopped it up, gave it away. Because it was just, I would never drink it again. I will never knowingly drink Basil Hayden toasted again. It's that bad to me. All right. Fourth, Barrel 15-year bourbon. Is the bourbon decent? Yes. The bourbon's decent. It tastes pretty good. But for $250 retail, for a 15-year-old, $250. It doesn't taste that good. It doesn't taste that good. I was excited for it. I was excited to try it. I got it. Was not good. It didn't meet expectation. It was a big disappointment. So it fits this list. Did it taste pretty good? Yeah, it was pretty good. But I expected for $250, I expected it to be great. I expected it to be really good. And at that price point, you better be bringing me something that's good, or I'm going to not enjoy your product. There's no way that bottle should have been more than $100. No effing way. No effing way. So that brings me to the last thing on my list. And it's sitting right here. Jack 10. Jack 10 is the first age-stated whiskey, this is not bourbon, that Jack Daniels has put out in over 100 years. Okay. Is it good? It's way over oaked. Way over oaked. Did they want to do a 10-year minimum age state for this limited release? Yeah, they did. Should it have gone 10 years? Probably not. It probably would have been better somewhere around 9 years, just to not let that oak get out of control. My biggest complaint about this whiskey is that they put it out at 48.5%. Put this effort out at 100 proof? What the? Who the hell thought this was a good idea? Who the hell? Seriously, who the hell at Jack Daniels thought, let's put out a 10-year bourbon not at 100 proof? Just for aesthetic reasons, it makes more sense. 10-year at 100 proof. Flavor reasons too. It should have been at 100 proof minimum. It would have been wonderful to see this at a cask strength, or whatever you want to call it, a batch strength, for the whole batch. That would have been unbelievable, and because it's a one-time release, it would have been more rare. Yes, it would have been more expensive. Yes, we would not have had a problem with that. We would have been happy with that. Now, you may say, "Oh, you're drinking the whiskey that's a disappointment." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is a Jack 10 bottle, but the contents of this Jack 10 bottle, all the way down to about there, went out to my patrons. What this is a custom blend that I created using Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof, Jack Daniel's Bottled and Bond, Jack 10, and a teensy amount of regular 80 proof Jack Daniels. I blended those proportions, found a mix that I liked really well, and made a whole bottle of it. And this is effing wonderful. Oh man, it's so effing good. Wow. The banana shows up beautifully from the 100 proof, from the Bottled and Bond. The Bottled and Bond has huge banana, almost like a 1792. And this gets that from the bottled and bond that's in here. And it's got the high proof from the cask strength and the 100 proof bottled and bond. Oh, man. And it's just got the right amount of oakiness. This is what this bottle should have tasted like. And they just missed the mark. It's an interesting collector piece. And if you're a Jack collector, you got to have a Jack 10 on the shelf. And because of that, they had a built-in demand, and they knew they were going to make money with this bottle. But it's lackluster. It's subpar. It's regular Jack with way more oak and not more flavor, which is a problem for me, and therefore disappointing. Oh, that's freaking. Oh, a little bit of peanut butter shows up at the end. Oh my god. And I just used Jack products and made something better than Jack 10. Come on, you've got the stocks. You've got the stocks of whiskey. You can put out something this good. If me, amateur dum-dum on YouTube, can create a better Jack Daniel's product from your existing products that are on the market, imagine what I could do if you put me in touch with your actual barrels. Come on. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. You know me. Me and Jack, we have a complicated history. But I'm rooting for you guys. Come on. Do better. And industry as a whole. Do better. Special releases have to be special. Now, in my next video, I'm going to go over some of my best special releases from this year and talk about them, and we'll talk about what some whiskey companies are doing right. Till then, have a great day.